So you've decided it's time to make a change, to upgrade your diet, to upgrade your lifestyle. Here are some of the things that I have found that often come up for people when they're making the change. I'm here outside in my gorgeous Tanzanian garden. Hi, I'm Ama Opari from Food for the Soul. Here on this channel, I share tips and tools you can use to help create a healthy diet and lifestyle that you can actually stick to. If that sounds like something you're interested in, be sure to click the subscribe button and don't forget to turn on notifications so you'll find out every time I upload a new video. What are the things that you can expect when you're making diet and lifestyle changes? Here are some of the things that I think you're most likely to experience, things that I experience and things that I often see my clients going through. And the amount that you will experience things will depend on the amount of change you're making, where you're starting from, and how radical of a change you're making. You're very likely to face confusion and doubt about what you're doing. There's so much misinformation out there, so much wrong information, and just confusion about what actually it takes to be healthy. And so you may wonder, how do I get the right nutrients? How do I make my food taste good? How do I manage being out there with my friends and family? And what about all this conflicting information I'm seeing out there? Do I really need to take this supplement? Do I really need to do this? And so you're likely to face confusion. This is the time when you really need to be focusing on learning the tools and the tricks and how to make the new food and things like that. So this is a key time to be focusing on strategies and skills that your new healthy diet and lifestyle require. Are you ready to enjoy some abundant energy? Because you're likely to have that as well. No more of that afternoon, after meal sluggishness. No more having to lay down after dinner. You will have much more energy after meals, in between meals, and all day long. You'll wake up feeling more refreshed. You might even go to sleep better at the end of the day because you haven't been so draggy all day long. So you're going to have more energy and you'll be able to do the things that you really want to do. You are likely to find that you're much more clear-headed. You don't have that brain fog anymore. You wake up feeling attentive. You can sit through meetings. You can focus on the projects that you're doing much more efficiently for a longer period of time. So no more brain fog, clear-headedness, able to really focus on doing those things that you want to do. You might face hunger as you're changing what you're eating. You have less heavy food in your system, and so your body will not take as long to process things. There won't be that heavy stuff in your belly, and so you may face more hunger. I did a video about that, why am I hungry all the time, and you can find that here. Fortunately, though, that doesn't last forever, for very long. As your body adjusts, that hunger, and as you begin to find other things that fill you up, and your body gets used to the less heaviness in it, then that hunger, the constant hunger, will go away. Something that I've heard many people talk about and experienced myself was changes in your bowels. Particularly if you've been constipated or irregular in going to the bathroom, once you start eating more fruits and veggies and fibers in your diet, you will find that you will go to the bathroom more often. And it may seem annoying at first, but really this is a very good thing. Otherwise, all that stuff is just staying in your system and putrefying and rotting. So you will find that you need to go to the bathroom more regularly, once a day, maybe even more than that. And it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong. You just have more fiber, and this is how your digestion is supposed to work. So rejoice, welcome it. You will find that you lose weight pretty quickly and without a whole lot of effort, even though you may still be eating a good quantity of food, because the foods that you are eating are low in fat and low in calories, high in fiber and nutrients. Your body will move towards its ideal weight. You may find that your face actually looks a lot thinner within a few days, as the puffiness that comes from eating the animal products and the unhealthy food goes away. Some people get worried that they're going to get too thin, and you may indeed lose more weight than you want at first. And maybe what you think is too thin actually isn't too thin. Especially in the US, what is health or normal is actually overweight. You may find that you have less colds, less flus, less allergies as you have less of the toxins in your system. And as your immune system gets stronger and stronger, and you're able to fight off that stuff, and it doesn't become an issue for you anymore. So you'll have less flu, less cold, less allergy. On the other hand, you might find that you go through a healing crisis. And this is when, as your body is expelling the toxins, getting rid of all that stuff that's been stored in your system, you have cold symptoms, you have flu symptoms, you have breakouts in your skin, maybe you have digestive things happening, and even anger and depression, or as this stuff that's been in your system works its way out, it can bring along the symptoms along with it. And it does not mean that you should stop, and I did a video about that over here. But this is what you would call a healing crisis, because after so many years of eating these things and doing these things, the toxins that are in the foods that you've been eating are stored in the fat in your body, in the muscles in your body. And now that you're not pumping those toxins in, your body can say, phew, I'm going to get rid of this stuff. And as it's getting rid of it, you may feel some symptoms, a healing crisis. So one of the things that you'll face is resistance, both from yourself as well as from your friends and family. As you start to make the change, your old habits, your old addictions, things like that will come up, and you will face internal resistance, cravings, temptations, just the desire to go back to eating the things that you used to eat, or do the things that you used to do. I don't feel like getting up and going to class today. I don't feel like getting up and putting on my shoes and go for a walk today. You are likely to face resistance. This is a time for really focusing on your beliefs, your subconscious beliefs, unconscious beliefs, and why it is that you are, what your cravings are telling you, what your desires are telling you, and what is it that's causing you to want to go off this path that you know is the right path for you. If you have made the commitment to go totally plant-based, you are likely also to find a really rapid reversal of your disease. If you have diabetes or high blood pressure, heart disease, high cholesterol, any of those types of things, you are likely to find a very rapid reversal of those things, which is a really good thing. But it also means that you need to be careful. It means that you need to monitor yourself, monitor your numbers, monitor your need for medication, because if you continue taking that medication after your blood sugars are come down to normal, then you're causing yourself some trouble. So by making these kind of changes, you will be removing what the causes of your diseases are in the first place. And once those causes are gone, then your body can heal itself. And so you will see a rapid removal, reversal, and even elimination of your chronic disease. So be sure to talk to or monitor yourself, and talk to someone who is willing and able to help you along this process, to go along with you and not tell you that you're crazy. You shouldn't be doing this. And now that you feel so wonderful, you're likely to want to spread the news far and wide. Everybody, you should know this is the secret, this is the answer. You should be changing your diet. This is what you need to do. You're likely to become a vegangelist. And I highly recommend that you avoid that, because nobody likes anybody to try to tell them what to do. Just live by example. So avoid the temptation to tell everybody far and wide about the power of the plant-based diet. Just be a shining example. And this is a key time for looking at how to survive in the non-vegan world that you live in. Unfortunately, we don't live in an all-vegan world, and so we are going to have to keep to our convictions to eating right, despite the fact that our friends and our families are not doing so. So this is the time for learning those strategies that will work for you. What are the things that tend to throw you off track, and what can you do to prevent those things from happening or to keep yourself on track when they do happen. Your taste buds will change as you get used to eating more fresh fruits and vegetables. Maybe things that you didn't used to like, you now discover you like. Maybe you never liked avocados before, but after some time you find that you do. Maybe you always used to put a lot of sugar in your coffee, but over time you realize you don't need all of that much. You can begin to actually appreciate the real flavors of foods without all the extra salt, the sugar, the fat, the meat flavors. And so you'll discover that your taste buds are changing, and welcome that. It's a good thing. And I hope that you will discover the power of mindset. If you approach this change with the mindset of lack, I'm giving up, I can't do this anymore, poor woe me, I used to love this, I want to eat this doesn't taste the same. If you approach this time of transition from that kind of a perspective, a lack perspective, then you are going to struggle a lot more. If you approach it from a more positive, welcoming, I get to do this, not I have to, I get to do this, I get to enjoy all these, I get to learn about all these new fruits and veggies, I get to learn new flavor combinations, I get to learn some new things, I get to discover a whole new world of eating, a whole new world of exercise, of community, of doing new things that I haven't experienced before. So approach this time in your life, this time for change, for rebooting, for revamping, for restarting, from transitioning, from starting brand new, whatever it is that you're doing. Approach it with an open, positive, childlike mind, a discovery. You're on an adventure, and what an adventure this is going to be. What do you think? Have you experienced any of these things, or did I miss something? What things have you experienced as you're making your transition, and what questions do you have? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see if I can answer your questions in another video. Please keep in touch. I'd love to hear how your journey is going. That's it for today here in my Tanzanian garden. Kwaheri, goodbye.